I just got my MAGEBLOOD in 5 days, starting from absolutely nothing on a new account. In this video I will show you what I did in order to achieve this, so stick around till the end. After finishing the act, I found myself 6 Chaos Orbs and some Astra Galleys, and with that I managed to buy 2 CIPs, and after that it was all about the Athos progression. An important tip I can give you guys is that always do your highest uncompleted map and to use Kirek to buy maps from him in order to progress your Athos faster. After progressing into high reds, it was about time to buy my first cluster and to take on the 2 story bosses. After getting my 2 void stones, it was about time to run maps, and then this happened. With the 3 exalts, I managed to buy myself some gear, and that concludes the first day of the Zero to Hero. Day 2 started with me buying 60 maps for 1 exalt and running an expedition heavy Atlas tree. After the 60 maps, I managed to get myself 6 exalt, and with that I started doing the invitation strategy. Important to note here, all the POBs, all the strategies will be linked in the description down below. The rest of the day I was influence rushing, and by the end of the day I was sitting at 25 exalts. With the 25 exalts, I bought myself 3 exalts worth of gear and I started doing Shaper Guardian farming. By the end of the day 3, I was sitting at a comfortable 90 exalts worth of stuff. Day 4 was all about running Elder Guardians instead of Shaper Guardians, just because it's so much easier to sell the Elder Guardian fragments, and by the end of the day 4 I was sitting at around 120 to 30 exalts. Day 5 I continued doing Elder Guardians, and by the end of the day I managed to get myself the MAGEBLOOD. It was an incredibly fun challenge that I did. I encourage you to try this out if you are bored of the league or anything like that. It's gonna make you appreciate what you have on your main account way more. And obviously you're gonna learn new things along the way. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Drop a follow on my Twitch. With all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I talk to you very soon. Wait, you thought I'm done with the video? No, you're wrong. Alright, I'm back on my main account just because I wanted to look at this beauty. It was a struggle to look at a few exalts the past few days. This is for the people that are like more interested of what I exactly did and what was my thought process during this war Zero to Hero. So, starting off with day 1, obviously I went through the acts. The first 2 chaos that I found, I actually bought Deerstalker boot so I can put my exsanguinate setup in the boot. After finishing the acts, as I mentioned, I bought 2 CIPs and I started doing maps. Now with the maps, as I said, Kirek is super important. Kirek will sell you a lot of maps for chance orbs up until yellow maps. So you just use that in order to progress your map. You can get into yellow maps super quickly, and after that it's just a matter of time when you are hitting red. Now I played with the Seismic Trapper, so I was running a fording up until like T14, I believe. And that's when I felt that I need a sixth link, because my defenses were bad. However, it's expected with the seismic trapper. If you are rushing content, you're gonna sacrifice defenses in order to be able to kill or one-shot bosses. After progressing through reds, at 11 hours, I killed the first boss, and 11 hours, 20 minutes, I killed the second boss. That got me my 2 voice stones. So, up until that point, I was using an S-3 that I will link down in the description. The gist of it was I took both of the shaping of mountains and shaping of skies with all the expedition clusters, so I have extra chance to spawn expedition encounter naturally when I open a map. Now this actually got me a few logbooks, and with that I managed to get my first 6 exiles, and with that I went on TFT, bought a bunch of maps and started influence rushing. So by the end of day 2 I had 25x sitting in my stash, and then I invested that 25x into more clusters. Then again, POBs will be linked down in the description if you are curious what I was running. But it was a glass cannon character, basically, no defenses whatsoever, but I could basically one-shot all the guardians. So day 3 started. I wanted to do bosses specifically because I usually do mapping strategies in my channel, or in general I like mapping, but I felt like I never actually did bosses in order to get currency. So that was the plan all along. I started with Shaper Guardian map, and that was just about 4 to 5 exiles an hour, running the Shaper Guardians, doing the invitation, rinse and repeat over and over and over again. Now you could buy Shaper Guardian maps for 12C each on TFT in bulk, so that's really good. Shaper Guardian maps, they were good. Obviously, they got me a bunch of money. However, I found myself struggling to sell my Shaper set. It was either I dropped the price or I couldn't really sell them. So I figured people are buying Elder sets in bulk for a good price, so I might as well just do Elder Guardian. Now I was hesitant first, just because Elder Guardians, you know, you have to wait for the Elder animation, whatnot. I was worried that it's gonna take a lot of time. However, it turned out that it's just about the same. You can do 6 sets in an hour. As you saw, day 4 and day 5, I started running Elder Guardian maps with the invitation. I was buying Elder Guardian maps at 15C each. I was buying the invitation around 50C. Every 4 sets, you need to buy like 1 invitation. That's the average. And I was starting doing that. Now, if you want to quick sell everything, it turns out to be around 5.5 exiles an hour if you kill Elder Guardians. So it was a really good way of getting currency, even if I wanted to like fast sell them. Not to mention, if you wait a bit, if you just spam TFT, people eventually gonna come and buy your sets. And that's what I did basically. By the end of the day 5, I was sitting at 165 exiles, and there was this guy selling this MAGEBLOOD. It was corrupted, however, it has the 4 utility flasks, so it doesn't really bother me. I got my MAGEBLOOD, it's all good and dandy. That's pretty much concludes everything that I did. I hope you guys found this series informative. If you did, make sure to sub to the channel. And yeah, you guys take care, and I'll talk to you very soon.